Louise from PlanetMosh, and I'm here with Alexander and Stefán from Vintage Caravan at the Ruby Lounge in Manchester on the last night of a 5-day UK headline tour. If you can just say hello, guys, so people can pick up your voices.
Hi.
So that was Alexander and...
Hi, I'm Stefán.
That's Stefán. So this is the 5th night, and how's the tour gone so far?
Oh, pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Like in general, it's been really nice. Yeah.
Any particular highlights?
I think Glasgow was probably our favorite show so far. I have a really good feeling for tonight as well.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Have you played in Manchester before?
Yeah, twice. Like yeah, we both times we were supporting though. So yeah, it's really nice to come here as a headliner and see how many people actually came and saw you last time or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could make you last gig. I think it was at Sound Control, but I think it clashed with something else I'd already arranged, which is a bit of a shame.
Oh yeah, like we played with at Sound Control with Grand Magus in like way last year, and then we came here back with Blues Coast and played Academy 3 as well. So it's like in November now.
Any particular venue that you preferred out of those two?
Oh, out of those two, yeah, I think Academy 3 was.
I like that one. Yeah,
was really cool.
It's a good venue.
Oh yeah.
And tomorrow you're heading straight over to Germany for a European tour. Who are you touring with out there?
Europe.
Europe.
Yes.
So, are they a band that you've both always liked and admired?
Well, yeah, well, like we're not like really. I think none of us have really been, massive Europe fans, but they're a band that's, of course, they have their legacy and they're really, awesome, and their new albums are really cool as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I haven't heard it, so I can't comment, but I have heard your albums. I actually reviewed Voyage, and my colleague Dave Bradbury reviewed Arrival. Now, when I reviewed Voyage, I was kind of comparing you to bands like Cream and The Doors and Dave's ZZ Top and Thin Lizzy. Are they kind of bands that you like and admire?
Oh, of course.
Yes,
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like with this band, there's loads of different influences, but I think the core of it will always be bands like that, like the classics.
Well, I mean, you're quite young. I won't ask how old you are if you don't want to say, but I'd say you were around about 20-ish, maybe not much older.
Well, yeah.
So how come you came to be into all the really old classic rock music?
I guess for me, it's my father introduced me to much of what I know today. I think I was about 5-6 years old when he introduced me to Deep Purple. So that from then on, I guess there is no turning back.
Yeah, same for you?
Yeah.
And because, I mean, over in Iceland, I don't know, is it a good scene over there?
Yeah,
music
great.
scene?
Really wide spectrum of musicians and bands that really are blossoming this time.
Like, there's some quite creative people, like Björk obviously is probably the most famous person.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, like it's actually kind of funny. Like back in the day, it used to be like only Björk and Sigur Rós who were like mainly known from Iceland, and now I think like almost every good and decent Icelandic band has been scooped up by some label overseas. So they're all touring actually. We actually just in Glasgow we met up with some friends of ours in the band Foo Fun, and they're on the same label as Björk as well. And it's pretty funny. We're always meeting Icelandic bands all around,
Alright, any particular ones that like your fans would probably like and could listen out for?
Old ones. Brain Police is a good one.
Brain Police.
But of the old ones, people should check out Tubrot. It's a really good classic rock thing. We actually played their 1971 masterpiece called Leven this summer with an original member. But in East Skipperslokkur is also a good one.
Right. Well, look out for them. Because I've only been to Reykjavik. It was a long time ago, and I noticed there was quite a few live music clubs there. Where were you from in Iceland? Where are you kind of based?
Basically just right outside of Reykjavik,
Yeah.
So all from the capital area.
Yeah, it's called Hafnarfjörður.
Yeah. and Altanes, but like.
And Kópavogur, there's the three main suburban areas of Reykjavik.
It's funny because I really think they should just drop all the names and just call it Reykjavik, because it's like it's all connected to there anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's historically that people say, "Oh, Iceland's very expensive." So, do you find it cheap when you come over here to buy your drinks and?
Well, yes and no. It kind of varies, a lot. But we've been, when we've been over in Scandinavia, then it's just like, wow, it's actually not that expensive, compared to that. And we've been living in Denmark, and beer is cheaper over there, but food is actually more expensive, so it's, I don't know.
Yeah, but that's what I thought. I thought food, I didn't think it was overly expensive really, it was just a few drinks, but...
Oh yeah, that's where you start cutting your money.
Do you write any songs in Icelandic at all?
No,
not with Icelandic lyrics, no.
Just style of music we play, it just wouldn't feel right, it wouldn't fit, But,
and how easy do you find it to write songs in English when it's not kind of your native language? Not that easy?
Well, it's really
feels kind of natural.
Oh yeah, we speak a lot of English.
I speak pretty fluent.
Yeah, it's something that we learn in school from young age, so it's not a big problem for us.
And you kind of get a lot of I suppose a lot of the famous rock bands that you listen to are singing in English anyway. So,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't ask about Metalhead. So, you've been with the band only 6 months. Is that right?
Yeah. Since February this year. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened to the last drummer?
Oh, he exploded.
That's like one of the geezers or geezers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but he just he, when this became such a, it became a job for us, we started touring full time, and I think he just realized that he didn't want to do that,
right.
As his main thing, and he just lost interest in music along the way, so he thought it would be better if he just stepped out, and he just went to college. He's studying fishing industry economics, and which is kind of a big step.
Well, if it's not for you, your heart's not in it.
Oh, yeah.
So, were you a big fan, Stefán, before you joined the band?
Yeah, actually, I loved going to see them on shows, and I was always most of the time in the front and having a great time. So it's.
Also, were you a friend before you joined the band?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's cool. Join a band that you like. So, if you could play with another kind of famous band, who would you pick, Stefán? Would be your dream band?
I like to be actually playing in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really good question. There's a lot of bands I could think of, like Deep Purple, of course, and Black Sabbath, and all those classic bands that really, when I listen to them, I just keep drumming on my feet or at the air. It's really inspiring stuff.
And how about you, Alexander?
Well, I was thinking the other day that, if Royal Blood need another bassist, that would be pretty fun, There's only 2 of them, so there's room to expand,
Yeah.
So if you hear this, I'm up for it.
Right, so look out, Royal Blood, you've got somebody clamping at the heels. No, I can't speak to Óskar because he's kind of lost his voice. So do you think he'll be all right singing tonight, or might you two have to sing?
Oh,
you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did just have one question for you. I don't know if I can ask just one question.
Sure.
You've been in a film as well, Metalhead.
Yeah.
And I was just going to ask what the differences are performing in a band to acting.
It's very far apart for me. It was kind of weird playing in a film. Felt kind of off, but it was, it was a nice environment, it was a nice crew and everything, and awesome director and everything, but, it's just kind of weird because I don't really think of myself as an actor.
Right.
But then again, the role didn't really need much acting, did it? It was just like me and a tractor and they're like, oh, blah, 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 that.
So you're not going to branch into acting then?
No, but I mean, if people have some some roles for me would like pay well and would be like I wouldn't have to say anything and just die. Go for it.
You died pretty good actually.
And I died really well. Actually,
yeah.
that wasn't me. That was like CGI shit.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I didn't even die well. I just was.
Yeah.
So, you're touring with Europe, and then there's another band. Are you touring with another band as well that you're friends with? I can't.
In November we're doing a tour with a Swedish band called Caravan.
Yeah.
And also another Swedish band called Honeymoon Disease will be joining us on the tour as well.
I saw that. I actually posted the promo on that. Because I mean, how far is Iceland from like Sweden, Norway? I'm just thinking you're further up. Are you that far away?
Well,
geographically speaking,
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about my
half an
geography.
ocean between, you know, like.
Yeah.
So,
it's like
It's a long flight.
3.5 hours flight.
yeah, but like you know, culturally, I think you know, like we're closest to Scandinavia. We're actually a part of Scandinavia,
Yeah.
even though we're not actually on the continent. But,
Yeah, so I mean, I see well, a lot of Scandinavian bands come over to the UK, so there's some pretty good.
well, I think that's just because like 99% of bands in the world come from Sweden, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got this tour. You've had 2 albums out, Voyage and Arrival. Have you got any more planned? Any more albums?
Well,
We already started writing a little bit of new material, so we're excited to see where that will take us in the future.
right.
I think we're gonna settle down in around December and January to write something, and hopefully come something good out of that.
So you should hopefully have a new album out early next year then.
Not saying that, but maybe
Okay.
we have some new material by then.
Alright, so kind
It's
of
either
watch
gonna
this
be
date.
late next year or early 2017. You know. So the thing is, we're touring a lot, so it's kind of hard to find the time to do anything else. You know.
So have you got any tours? Have you got Europe coming up and Avatarium yet?
Yeah.
With Honeymoon Disease. Any tours sort of arranged for next year?
Well, yeah, there's in the works. We're currently booking. You know, I don't think we're supposed to announce it yet, but there's a pretty, you know, long tour we're doing in February, March. You know, so yeah, details to be announced later.
Alright, so before we go, any final message for the listeners out there?
No.
Best way to find out about you.
No, I don't know. I was just gonna say something about the 7th Dimension, you know, the
Oh, yeah.
song. If people want to get in the mood, just like go to YouTube and hit up, what's it called? The 7th Dimension by
Vitas.
Vitas.
Jesus, yeah.
If people want to